Hey everybody, it's Destro with the Shadow Ravens clan. Just bringing you another war recap here, and I still have this stupid frame around my recording, so I apologize. I'm going to work on fixing that. Thanks AJ for the troops. But I wanted to recap here. There's Gref going up against their number one, and he's using a quad Lunian. Just dropping his loons in there. And then as you can see, he drops his clan castle on the right hand side. And if you can see, there's the queen on the right hand side. So that's why you want to do that. You want to stack up that right side a little bit more than your left hand side. And then he dumps his minions behind the loons, and what they do is they clean up everything, of course, behind. Kind of act as tanks. The balloons act as tanks, or secondary tanks to the hounds. So at this point, we're like, oh crap. He's at 39%. There's some clan castle troops going around killing minions and hounds. And essentially, you've got one minion left, one clan castle troop. They kill each other. Drops his royals at the very top. Luckily, that dark elixir was there as a focal point. Sends the king and queen in. They then wipe out the town hall, getting him the one. And there's essentially enough damage here. The queen takes a path to the right, getting the second star. Good job, Gref. Alright, so this is going to be one of our longer videos. A lot of great attacks. Hopefully you like them. Starting at the top this time. I'm also working on a new intro, so hopefully that'll be done soon as well. It's just when you're older, time is not something that you have lots of, particularly whenever you have 3 young kids. But anyway, Larian dropping 3 golems on the northeast corner, followed by his clan castle and P.E.K.K.A.s. Surrounds them a little bit late with his wizards as everybody's chomping down. Throws in the jump spell once everything's close enough. Freezes. Here comes the clan castle troops. He then drops his second freeze on the backside Inferno tower, as his troops are still cleaning up the Infernos. Right Inferno's down, and then here comes the town hall. So luckily he's got his golem still up, and his P.E.K.K.A. is basically taking in most of that Inferno damage. And then he's got a P.E.K.K.A. going around the outside, followed by a couple Wizzies to help clean up. So that's, I would highly recommend, usually on 90% of the bases have Teslas on the inside, and if that's the case, send those P.E.K.K.A.s around the outside. That's how you're going to get your 50%. P.E.K.K.A. and a couple wizards. Alright. Coming down, this guy apparently has got some new walls that he needs to implement, but clearly a go wee wee base. However, it's really cool whenever we get a chance to practice something like a cold blood. So Alex sends in a golem. So if you don't know, a cold blood is using a golem and a few troops to take out the queen, the clan castle, and at least one air defense. And that shores up the base so you can send in air attacks. So at this point, golems are pretty much down. He also uses a lightning spell to assist with the clan castle troops. His queen is rolling, and he's got actually a P.E.K.K.A. around the outside being the secondary tank So when it goes down, the queen goes down. And he basically just sends in the rest of his arsenal. And one of the keys is you do want the hounds to pop. So if it's a weaker base like this, you can send them in early, have them tank some, have the first hound pop. By the time that happens, your loons are in, cleaning up whatever's left. All the while, your hounds are still tanking. Drop the rage is needed. There's the second hound popped. And the third hound is about to go. And perfectly, the last hound pops, cleans up everything around it, because then the loons are right behind it, cleaning up the remaining defenses, so then the hounds can just finish everything up for a nice little 3-stall. Alright, next we got Joe. Joe's no longer with us. He said he wanted to go get his clan donations up. I guess that means we donate too much in our clan. But anyway, throws in some hogs to pull the CC. And again, this is pretty much a straight hog attack. So I believe this is a cleanup attempt. Alright, then he drops his golem and some wizards. Here he's going to take out the queen. Kind of doing a cold blood of itself, but more focused on nailing that queen. So it makes it really easy when you take it to hog at base when you take out that queen. So he kind of just spams his hogs on that northwest side, and they flank all the way down the side. And he's got a huge mess up top right by the clan castle. You got 4 Teslas, you got 2 crossbows. None of them are all massive in level by any means, but he heals through it. And gets beat on a little bit by the king. That's another thing you got to watch out. Just where you're going to encounter the king and the queen during your hog attacks if you're hogging Town Hall 9s. So again, place your heal ahead of time so your troops can walk into the heal, spend some time in there, make sure they get all the way up. Alright, next we're going to be looking at some of our Town Hall 8s here. Alright, and we'll start here with Puma. Nice go wee wee base. And again, I would say half of the challenge on these bases are picking what base requires what attack. So what's a good attack for that base? So is a quad loon good for that base? Is a hog attack good for that base? Hoga wee wee? I mean, what's a good style of attack? And matching up your best attack style with the base that you're hitting. In here, there's not much left with his go wee wee, but he's got a couple witches. He's got a full golem up. And he's still got some wizards, so but there's really not much left. A pretty long 3-star there. Victory over Iron Soldiers. Hope you enjoyed. Mr. with the Shadow Raven signing off. Hoping to bring you to the next level.